Jared here, my father Dennis with Seam Readers. Today we're going to talk to you guys about something we're really excited about, something we preluded to in our last video, one of two projects coming out in the next few days, and that being our book. Our book is finally out.
Yes, it is. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, yes. It's called Seam Reading, The Hidden Art of Hitting, and you can find it on our website as well as Amazon. I will link that below. So today we're going to break down a little bit what the book's about, maybe show you some little tidbits, some cool stuff, and so we're going to go through chapter by chapter real quick. My dad's going to summarize them.
Yep.
And then please go check it out, guys, and thank you very much. Here we go. So, it's broken down into three sections. The first section is validation. With that being said, chapter 1, home, head of lettuce, Harmon and mantle. What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, talking about the home part, we're just introducing me, all that kind of stuff. Head of lettuce. Grandma used to do something with that head of lettuce to make me get to sleep at night. And Harmon and mantle. We just touched base on how I had a little brush with greatness when I was like 6 years old.
Nice.
That's the first chapter.
Okay. Chapter 2, Dad, Magic, and Bird.
Second chapter is kind of about my father and how he was the most competitive guy I've ever met.
True.
Yep. And what else was that?
Magic and Bird.
Magic and Bird. We talk a little bit about what Magic and Bird were doing in that particular time frame in our life. My friends and me in Armour, South Dakota were doing somewhat similar things.
Okay, chapter 3, first professional look.
The first professional look in my life was by the Minnesota Twins, and it didn't go very well. We'll just say that right there.
Okay, chapter 4, college or professional?
So you get to a point, right, where you're going to make a decision if you're going to keep going on to college or not, and that's what that chapter is about.
Cool. Okay.
Now, these chapters, you guys, just so you know, this is kind of a quick read. But the content is, we think, very unique.
Very valuable.
And unique.
And we'll get into the really valuable stuff that's never been done in a book. So, chapter 5, Arizona right way or wrong way?
This decision had to be made where it was going to go to college, okay?
And this is, he's currently living in South Dakota right now at this
that time in my life, correct.
Yep.
And, when are you going to make the decision to go to Arizona or wherever you want to go to play your college ball? Oh, and then you find out when you get where you're going if you're doing it the right way or the wrong way, and that's when we're talking about baseball mechanics.
Sure, nice. Soesby, Myers, and Pratt, chapter 6.
My college coaches, great in their own, each one of them in their own way, and I kind of run them down a little bit.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Chapter 7, Yavapai freshman season.
And so I kind of chronicle a little bit of that Yavapai freshman season. We had guys on that team, Billy Hatcher, Johnny Hatcher.
Pause. Billy Hatcher, former Reds hitting coach, won a World Series with them, gave us a quote. It's on the back of the book on why seam reading is the way.
Anyway, so we just kind of go into that.
Sure. Chapter 8, pro career.
Pro career. Talked a little bit about the pro career, what it meant to you, who you got to meet, that kind of thing, what you learned. Was pretty amazing stuff, even though it was just a 2.5-year career.
Okay, and that ends section 1. Going on to section 2, it is called Seam Reading. With that being said, chapter 9, dual hitting philosophies. Seam reading versus guess hitting.
Right, we talk about that a lot in this book.
I mean, this could be its own video right here, this chapter.
And we could talk about it a lot. And when we go into how we distinguish seam reading from guess hitting, how it happened, and that sort of thing. So, that's what that chapter is about.
Chapter 10, rotation before location, true pitch recognition.
You've heard that with us already, okay? There's a lot of different pitch recognition out there and stuff like that. We think we've got the true pitch recognition. Everybody else that's doing what they're doing, they're falling just a tiny bit short. So coaches out there, give this a try, because if you're not giving them this, then you're not giving them everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Chapter 11. Wouldn't it be nice to know what pitch was coming next?
Ooh, that's a key phrase now.
And let's put an asterisk. Not the way the Astros were doing it, or the Red Sox.
Right. Anyway, that's a chapter about that. Wouldn't you like to know what's coming next? It's not possible, but it is possible. That's a nice chapter right there.
Okay. Chapter 12, virtual mirror.
Back when I was in college, virtual mirror, yeah. When I was in college, one of my coaches, actually Coach Sosby, said every one of us had a full-length mirror in their room. How could a full-length mirror make you a better hitter? That's what that chapter is about. And then we get into the virtual part of that later on in life.
Chapter 13, I came up with these titles, gentlemen. Chapter 13, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
The only constant in hitting, a four-seam fastball looks the same today as it did 100 years ago. Do you believe that? Comment below yes or no on that.
I don't think you can argue that. And that's what makes this so real. That's what makes this true pitch recognition. Okay? But that chapter is about what?
The only constant in hitting, a four-seam fastball looks the same today as it did 100 years ago.
Jared did come up with the only constant in hitting.
And the other one.
I will give him that.
All right, next chapter then. Chapter 14, Pete Rose, greatest seam reader of all time. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? Comment below.
Yeah, that's a topic too, because here we think Pete's just, we had a great time. That's all we can say.
We'll tell you he is a seam reader.
Yep, and you're more than welcome to, when you get to that chapter. I would say this, and I almost wrote this. I don't even know if I should say it, but the Lord our God will forgive Pete, and he'll get into heaven eventually, but it doesn't look like the Hall will. That kind of bothers me a little bit.
Chapter 15, a new stat or a dying art. I think it's both.
Well, I don't know.
We're gonna bring it back.
I think we're gonna find out how many seam readers there actually are, because we know it's being done. I really believe it's being done I think it's being done on a bigger scale than what we think. But it'll be interesting to find out. We're gonna go to spring training. We're gonna interview everybody.
Yep.
Are you a seam reader or are you a guess hitter? Go to our website.
Or a cheater.
Or a cheater. Oh.
They'd be smart to say they're seam reading, because if you're seam reading, you're not cheating. It's like reading a defense in football. You're allowed to do it if it's with your own eyes. If a camera is telling you, okay. Anyways.
Why does Jared always go to football, guys? Maybe that's because he's. Oh, anyway.
Anyways. Okay, that ends section 2. Now we have section 3. That's it. So section 3 is called Balls and All. And this is where we get into some stuff that's never been done before in a book. We actually have still images of 12 different pitches. And these are really, really different, one pitch from the next. You can really see the face each ball has. 6 baseball, 6 softball. Just something real simple like this. There's a four-seam fastball. And here's all the baseball pitches. We have little descriptions about them, then getting in the softball. And you can really tell the different faces that each pitch has and see a difference right there in the book. So just from that alone, you're going to learn something with this book and learn what each pitch looks like, given they're not moving, but we got something for you for that.
Well, I'm going to say, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be people out there, I know I can hear you right now. It's impossible. You can't do that. My dad is one of them. My dad sits there and says to me, "You can't read the seams of a baseball. Are you kidding?" And well, you can. You've just never thought of it before, or you just haven't hard focused enough on it. And go outside right now if you don't believe it, and play catch with your son or daughter, and just grip it different. Yeah, it's gonna look different.
And just focus on it right when they let go of it. Just look to see what that pattern is.
Yep.
And do it. And so here's our cover. Got some quotes from some pretty big people. Coach Joe Madden gave us a quote, current manager of the Los Angeles Angels. Pete Rose, as you know, a gentleman by the name of Bill Guyvett, who's a former Colorado Rockies GM.
Yep. And
then my dad's old buddy, Billy Hatcher, who is a former hitting coach for the Cincinnati Reds forever.
Yep.
And so they gave us some great quotes on why to seam read. And so we're here for it. And the book's out. Please go click the link below, and you can buy it on Amazon. Amazon is $20, and you'll definitely learn something new, and it's a good read, short read, but very valuable. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all at Seam Readers. And thank you again.
You bet. It was a pleasure.
Good job.
Yep. Thank you.